Alrighty, the button has been pressed, and we are all set and ready to go here for another episode of Super Robot Sundays here on Sound Gauntlet Gaming as we return from our little short break we had. I'm, as always, Bograt.
I'm Krampus.
I'm Shiv.
I'm Hunter Green.
And I've already forgotten what we were doing. Let's see. Let's get this back to a screen where I can read things.
If I remember correctly, we were mostly just in the straightforward section.
Yeah.
We do have some of these to do. We may as well. The unit CP one is just a talkie one, so we may as well pop that off and then.
Yeah, and those will, other ones, as usual, we'll just save those for off string because there's no plot.
Yeah. Yes, we are in the section where we would be on a tight timeline to get stuff done before it auto forces us into the next mission, except we've already done all the side missions we have available, so.
Preemptive strike.
Preemptive strike.
Alright. Gridman needs to destroy 2 more things and just random shit.
Gridman needs to exist. Got it. Put Gridman on a field. We will get
use
it.
supporter commands one more time.
Yes.
Then I can stop worrying about using supporter commands.
Yes, because that is the last unlock from it.
Yeah. Deploy Gridman so Gridman can get a new attack.
Alright, Battle Series. I believe is upgrades for these guys, and I don't think has any optional crap. Usually their missions don't.
I'm fairly certain you are correct. I will pull up the guide in a second here.
Yeah.
It's a story mission, so we got plenty of talking to get through anyways.
Yes, we do.
Correct. There are no special objectives or anything. It is just a straight playthrough. There are things which unlock, but those things are just unlocked by the progress of the mission.
Yeah. We're getting Godinian and we're getting upgrades for some of the rabbits. I think technically all of the rabbits, but 2 or 3 of them are getting specific attacks.
Yes, all of them do get +5 mobility, and then red 5 gains longbow, and blue 1 gets eraser.
Yeah.
We're also getting some supporters.
Yeah, the important parts about that are we have the Godinian and red 5 gets a longbow, basically.
You are almost out of uniform.
Physically.
Reka, set as your supporter.
All right, so make sure to field Gridman. Right there above the Huckbean. And then just really kind of our usuals as well. We still need kills on the Ray Earth team.
Yeah, I got one. I've never. That's right. We narrowed down what we had last time, so the Ray Earth team now basically just consists of Hikaru.
Yeah.
Because we have too many fucking units, but that's...
I don't remember. I think we got to the score count we needed on Uso, or we were really close.
Yeah, we're filling him one way or the other anyways.
Yeah.
Uso's score is 45. I don't
We need 5 more on him.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, the amount of actual units in this thing, not even counting the DLC, is already absurd. We were very quick to run out of space for good feet.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Uh,
there are 2 ways to approach this. There is the way that Vince is approaching it, in that you have, a rotation and you swap things out and what have you. And there's a way where I approach it, where I pick my favorite, roughly 20 or so, and give no shits about the rest of them.
No, that's fair.
I mean, even then, I only have like 20 or so right now. I don't think we have too much more to add, anyways.
No, we reached most of the end of the real unit acquisitions. We've got a few more that we'll get from the DLC. We've obviously got a couple that'll come later on in the game, but for the most part, we have the majority of the units we're going to get through the game, and the ones that we don't have yet, for the most part, are not really ones we're going to use. We're obviously going to use the Elgheim when we get that.
Yeah, the Elgheim Mark II,
The
yeah.
Elgheim Mark II.
But that's just an upgrade to something we already have on the roster, so...
Yeah. We're probably not going to use Black 6.
No.
We will technically probably use the second V2 just to put Yona in it until we get the C-Packs.
Yes. Not the C-Packs, the outright Fenix, because it's the same mission.
Yeah, that's true. Because you start in the C-Packs and get the Fenix in that mission, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll get, the second V2 that we'll have for that. We might field Lancelot, Sin, or the Gekko Isui, but probably not.
No, I'm not feeling anything. If I feel like anything from Code Geass, it would have been Karen to begin with, so...
Yeah.
Or Kaylin, whatever. If only because of her humorous interactions with Van.
That's fair.
She is one of the best Codex Sword characters in this game.
I'm almost curious if there is a joke that, makes, if there's a Seiyu connection or something like that.
Maybe, but we'll technically gain access to the other Ultramen. We'll gain access to the other Iron-Blooded Orphan units, but those are kind of, Ace and 7 are just as good as Ultraman is. It's just you really only need to field one of them, and you get the original Ultraman 2 chapters before you can get Ace and 7, so...
Yeah.
Just kind of becomes the de facto answer. We'll get the other Getter Roba, which we will probably field.
Yes, we'll fill that.
We get actual Gal Gaigar at some point, don't we? Like
Yes.
super late.
Yeah, Guy will get fielded as well. And mostly because of... Okay, so we get Gal Figar, followed by Gal Gaigar, followed by basically final Gal Gaigar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. We get Gal Figar at first, which
The important part is that the pilot.
Is that we
the
get Guy at that point.
Yeah, that's where we get Guy, and Guy is easily the best pilot for Gal Figar, or final Gal Gaigar.
yes.
Actually, he might be the default main, or he might be the only main pilot. I don't think you can swap around the pilots.
I believe that is correct.
Yeah. Final Gal Gaigar also makes the rest of Gal Gaigar's units effectively unusable, so it discourages me even more from using their stuff. I forget, are we still in the space arc, or are we in the unified arcs now?
This is the end of space. This is the final mission of
Okay.
Chapter 3, and Chapter 4 is where the unification happens.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of anything else we'll get that we might actually use, but it's a very short list.
I don't know, possible.
I mean, at this point, most of the other stuff that we're going to use are actually just replacements or upgrades for stuff we already have.
Yeah.
Like the Elgai Mark II, we're going to get Duke Fire into Fire Jadecker at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's probably a couple of new units to add to the roster, but that's about
We
it.
get Maz and Kaiser.
Yeah, but again, that's an upgrade to
Yeah.
Monster Z. Ah, soundbar.
That's on again.
Give me a second because I lost OBS on the screen, so I can't monitor if we drop.
Yep. Okay. Back to actually playing the game. Okay, you don't have that much range.
And yes, we get final Gal Gaigar at basically the end of Chapter 8.
So that's not changing you. Oh, it is. Okay. Way to go.
Kill count's about to. Oh, say exactly what it was. Damn.
I need more morale.
Yeah, most of what we get from this point on, just looking at it, are just upgrades of stuff we already have.
Yeah.
Actual new units we would field are pretty limited. Like, we'll get access to Taiga pretty soon, but while he is a good unit, it's also kind of like you don't really need both Ogami and Taiga.
Yeah. One or the other, basically.
You can have both.
You can have both. It's not a
Yeah.
bad thing, but it's like with the limited roster space we have,
It is one of the cuts that you can make well enough. I tended to run with both, but I'll see when I get there.
oh, you have effectively the rest of this mission to make a decision. It's one of the first things we unlock in Chapter 4.
Yeah.
God, that's such a dumbass defeat condition, and I love that it exists. Well, see, there's one of the special DLC missions where one of the defeat conditions is any Ryoma shot down.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Lucky Star. Yay, ace bonus. That's annoying.
I mean, you could just use a weaker attack on the one thing that's left sitting there.
I'd rather leave it for other units.
I mean, we do need 2 kills on Gridman still.
We need more kills on you, so there's also plenty of stuff on this map. It's just they're all back here.
Yeah.
So. Even just moving Gridman up will probably give him the 2 kills, to be honest. Just that guy. Don't think Warrior Earth is going to be in range either. Okay. Not really. actual run right now. Do I have range for longbow? Not really. Let's see. You have, yeah, you have 2 extra group members. I'm over here. All right. Let's see. I'm genuinely surprised that wasn't a...
Not Kiriko. He's not guaranteed crits.
True. I appreciate that every single one of them has someone with Excel.
That's a pretty standard thing for warships. They know what their purpose is in SRW games generally. Like, the Dreisträger is definitely a strong exception among SRW games in that it is actually one of the best units in the game, all told, once you get it really fully upgraded. And our playthrough notwithstanding, the Yamato is not supposed to be a gigantic, colossal killmonger.
Are you sure?
We just really like the wave motion cannon.
Things kept throwing themselves to the Yamato. The Yamato was happy to put them down.
All right, now we need to be very careful about how we use the wave motion cannon, as it can cause catastrophic damage to reality itself. Click, 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 click.
Glad we disabled that.
Now, it is a... That was somewhat an aspect of the playstyle in that you're not really supposed to hurl your battleships out onto the front lines
Are
where
you
things
not?
can hurl themselves against them.
Worked out fine.
I will say on higher difficulties in this game, no, that's actually more of a thing you really have to do almost.
Well, yes, but
because everything else is going to die.
But yes, but again, the Dreisträger is different than most warships in pretty much any SRW game. The Dreisträger is intended to actually be a strong unit.
That's true even with the Rock Column and Godinian, though. You basically need things that can take hits because your mechs really can't, even with a decent amount of upgrades, because everything's like 20 levels above it.
Yeah, the V, X, and T series were kind of a change from the Alpha and the Z series. In that the Alpha and the Z series, the warships didn't really have strong firepower and were more meant to support units. And the AI liked to take pot shots at the ships more often than not. And losing the ships was often a lose condition.
It's always a lose condition.
These
Yeah.
two.
But in
And
this
that
one,
being said, it wasn't actually all of VX and T. It was one of those three games.
right. I just remember in at least the Alpha series when I was playing through it, the warships are a lot more fragile.
Yes.
And the chance of losing one was a much higher chance.
Yeah, like they always have a lot of health. They just didn't have great defenses in most games prior to this. In most traditional SRW games, the warship's intention is use them to get close to the front lines, basically use them as a bus, and then have them sit behind your actual units and be spirit batteries, essentially. Because they very typically will have stuff like Foresee and Cheer and all that kind of stuff. Actually, the bigger issue, especially in stuff prior to the VXT series, is warships are dog shit at actually hitting anything. Like, they could take a hit or two, although not nearly as tanky as they've gotten in these more recent games. But, like, they weren't going to do anything to any enemy. They, like, even your most basic, like, grunt units, they usually had, like, maybe 40% chances to hit.
Yeah.
They were not good at actually attacking things. They were, in many ways, designed after the sort of Gundam mindset, where in the Gundam world, warships can't really fight mobile suits.
Yeah.
They don't have the targeting to do it. And so that carried over for a long time into the Super Robot Wars series, even for ships that weren't Gundam warships. It's actually kind of funny when you get to certain things that really shouldn't be all that good at hitting smaller units, but still are. See the Yamato, because like within the aspect of Space Battleship Yamato, the Yamato is a warship. It is intended for fighting against other warships. It actually, like specifically in the series, struggles against fighter craft.
Yeah.
Like it has point defense weaponry, but those are mostly just like, again, defensive. They're mostly just to kind of keep things off of them, not necessarily actually destroy anything. Jerk!
That is a name.
Is that a fart but made of denim?
No, that's when you fart in your jorts.
The dreaded jart.
Social faux pas you can never come back from.
What, wearing jorts?
Yes.
Fuck both of you. Anyone hear a sound like somebody rip starting a lawnmower? Yeah, sorry, I jarted.
Still can't hit him.
Nope.
This so does not match the words. All right, fine.
Oh, we gotta pray Exus from this jart.
Yeah, he talks a big game, but he hits like a wet jart.
This is
is that
lore
a-
mechanics not matching
Is that
the
a
least.
chart leaking from your jorts?
Is he aiming at the meteoroids and completely ignoring me for no reason?
It'll count as in billions of those tiny little microbes that that's what I do.
I am a master of over 100 simulated battles.
Oh god damn it. No, he is now nowhere near as cool.
My kill count is in the billions. How?
Microbes.
Yeah. Microbes that are on that asteroid he accidentally hit.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea how much bacteria lives inside you? Billions.
Yeah, sure, why not?
戦艦だって近づけばやれるやるよレイオス
Okay, so assuming you were somehow able to average a kill speed of 1 kill per second, to get a kill count of just 1 billion would require you to do nothing but kill every second for over 31 years straight. Just so we're clear on this.
I'm aware.
Yeah, you're thinking too small. You see, to get a kill count in the billions, it's actually just really simple. You just blow up one Earth,
One planet.
and you're good.
It's true.
I describe the entire process in my new book, Eat, Pray, Jart.
Or if it's 40k,
No,
I don't.
pray Exus.
Yep. Or if it's 40k, I don't know, draw like an 8-pointed star in the right place. You might get a kill count in the building.
You don't get those. That's the demon's kill count.
That's Corns, and you don't get to claim it.
Or
You don't get to claim a kill count for calling in someone else to kill a bunch of people.
Or if you want to be the biggest mass murderer in history,
what if you are in
just
fact a
work for the
deity?
administratum and purposely send expired rations to people.
Yeah, there you go.
But what if I'm a deity whose express power is calling in experts to do things for me?
They're still not your
More
kills.
kills. My hands are clean.
I've never killed anyone.
They didn't give ace status to the generals that sent out the fighters on their mission.
Yeah, it's the Jigsaw defense. I've never killed anyone. I've just put people into death traps. The death traps killed them.
See, that doesn't work because no, you actually killed those
Yes.
people.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Yeah. Look, no one here is arguing that Jigsaw isn't full of shit.
I put these people in very likely to die. But I didn't.
Fine, you're still guilty of kidnapping, reckless endangerment. Booby traps are actually illegal. You're still gonna get like 18 life sentences, my dude. We could drop every single murder charge. You're still fucked.
Yeah, it is.
It's a short life sentence.
And his apprentice doesn't even care. She doesn't even keep up the charade.
No,
She just kills people.
no, pig is awful. Because, well, frankly, pig, much like most people in that world, don't actually understand what Jigsaw's motive is.
I'll say that for someone else. Right. We interrupt our friendly banter for Getter Beam,
Get her beam!
Get a beam.
which will hopefully not blow out our ears. Okay, good.
Oh, he really had a getter beam.
No, I did adjust this, like I said.
I know you did.
What could these primitives even have? But oh, they've got a getter beam. Oh no.
Not Draconium!
Sir, Getabeams are made of Dragoonium.
I don't want to be in Cross End. Get me out of here.
That's,
Too bad.
I also would not want to be connected to Cross Engine any way possible.
Turn my big pillbug ship around.
I want that embryo freak anywhere near us.
Heat's genuinely just maybe the perfect pump up song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cuts out and we get just the horns.
Okay, you're staying there.
Music to murder alien invaders by. Hey, is that Ultraman?
You do not, I believe, No, you don't have it, Glenn.
You okay?
Just sorry, seeing the full like picture of the battleship. Which means like, is that a Loven's toy?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they got a little bit of a problem with the ship designs and Majestic Prince.
Sir, there's a tiny man attacking the ship. That's just weird.
He's not tiny. He's just man-sized, which is
Compared to the ship, he's tiny.
Compared to everything else that's attacking the ship, oh, these 10-meter tall mechs are coming at us and swinging. And there's a guy.
There's a guy in a suit.
There's a guy in a suit. Should we be afraid of the guy in the suit?
Yeah, what if he's a real gorilla?
I like how my immediate thought is, I think if I saw all these giant mecha fighting and then I just saw a regular-sized guy there, I'd be more afraid of the regular-sized guy, because what's he doing among all of that he's keeping up with it? That's fucking scary.
I don't believe you're selling that.
Also, like, the other problem constantly run into when dealing with Majestic Prince shit. Anytime we get art of the characters from Majestic Prince, I'm just like, why the fuck is Seed here?
Yeah. That guy has one drawing style.
Yeah.
He draws the same the same 3 faces over and over again, and gets away with it.
Which is like, honestly, mildly annoying in an even further way, because like he's not at all involved in the character design for the manga for Majestic Prince.
That's more upsetting.
They literally brought in Hirai specifically to do character designs for the anime of Majestic Prince and redesign the characters.
That is so upsetting.
Like, I'm not gonna go out here and act like, oh, the manga designs for the characters of Majestic Prince were so wildly different. Like, they were honestly still pretty generic, but like they weren't 14 characters all with the same face. As we brought up in the last game when we were having to deal with Seed, you can forgive people for not immediately realizing that those two were siblings because they have the same face, but so does everybody else.
Is everyone a sibling?
There is a, this was years ago. I don't remember what show had just come out where someone pointed out, Hirai faces back. But they took every single character from Seed Destiny, whatever the news was, and I think Scride was the other one that he was known for at the time. Took off all the hairs and just like did all their faces on a blank, like,
And was just like,
regular head.
tell me which character this is.
Yes, and they said there are three faces throughout that he uses throughout the entire thing. Here's 50 characters. I will give $50 for anyone who can get over half of them correct. Oh
Yeah,
my
like, so
God.
that's Izuru from the manga.
Oh, okay.
Like, again, fairly generic looking manga style, like not saying like it's some standout style or anything, but it's like you found the only possible way to make him more generic looking by letting Hirai redesign the characters.
Yeah. He's not even the most egregious one. Half these characters that showed up for this chapter,
Like,
this
there's
chapter-
the whole crew.
Yeah, half the characters that showed up for this chapter, I'm like, you could quite literally be a character from whatever the next project in Seed Universe is, and it would not surprise me at all.
Yeah, genuinely, when Vince pulled it up a second ago and checked on the warship and the captain of that warship from Majestic Prince, like, it genuinely took me a solid 30 seconds to remember, oh, right, that's from Majestic Prince and not just a Seed character.
Yeah. George showed up, my first thought is, alright, what word are you going to claim to be?
He's a Woogaroo.
You're gonna hear
Is that an
Wolverine a
acronym
lot.
for it?
Nothing. That is a race.
Yeah, they're called the Woogaroo.
Also, I love how one name can just eradicate any sort of like seriousness or depth the character has. Jart over there is talking about like the dialogue between hunter and prey. He's dressed up in his fancy suit, and all I can think about is, man, that guy was taking a wicked Jart.
No.
In all fairness, he's also from a race called the Woogaroo. Sounds like a friendly little animal from a show for toddlers.
Yeah, it sounds like an 80s like mascot character series, like the Snorks or the Smurfs or the Woolgaroo.
Older Allied Society and 14.
Look, Berry Princess, it's the Woolgaroo.
The Woolgaroo has come to do a dance for us.
For some reason, it's got like a yellow body and pink fur that's just a permanent afro over its whole body. And curly tail. I am an abomination against nature.
Hey, look, it's our favorite Wolgaroo, George. Or George.
There's like a mean one that lives on a hill that just has a perpetual like plastic frown on its face. Mm-hmm. It's like teach it about sharing and numbers and shit.
You're not Asa.
We're gonna learn to count to 5 with the rabbit team as soon as this one stops humping my leg.
Stop resisting.
He had a gun. Throws gun next to him.
Hey, what's up, Bob?
Oh, man.
Quick, turn your cameras off.
You'll
Oh
notice,
no, I'm blind.
You'll notice J-Decker isn't going after the white Wolgaroo.
We went after other white Wolgaroo.
Sprinkle some stone dust on them and let's keep going. DG salads.
You live there now.
Look, he took out an entire battleship by himself. He's fine. He's gonna rest.
Yeah.
I just imagine like a special attack for him where he cuts a hole in the side of a battleship and is just like going through hallway from Daredevil style, punching everyone. Hey, we have an intruder. Bam! Hey, you're not supposed to be here. Wham!
No, we've already seen that one. That's the attack off of the Death Shadow / Arcadia for Harlock.
Right, yeah, where he
Where
rams into the middle of the ship and-
literally they ram into the other ship, and the final shot of the attack is the door opening and Harlock shooting them. I love Harlock.
That was such a great attack. That was such a great.
Also, I don't want to think of the implications of Ultraman boarding a ship and punching people, considering he fights giant
Kaiju.
monsters.
Yeah, Ultraman punching a regular human being.
Fucking
It's like
based.
that's some fucking like One Punch Man bullshit right there, dude. Like he literally
boards the
punched.
ship. He punches one guy who coats the entire corridor in red.
Yeah.
and everyone else is like, "We're good."
Yeah, it's like
surrender.
Ultraman punching a regular human being. It's like he hits them. It's like when you take a blobfish out from pressure.
Can I just airlock myself?
No.
You know what? I'm good. I'll punch myself.
Just keep going.
Keep punching yourself until I'm tired.
Alright, well, that plan went to waste. For sure no one else has Daunt.
do search.
I can. Search.
Bounce around.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's one of the annoying people who gets harder to.
Yes, the higher his morale gets, the harder he
it's
is.
in red. Yeah, she's the
Yeah,
only one.
nobody else has Dawn. Yep.
Yeah, Ernie is the only one that normally has it, so. I don't know, like here. Yeah, he has potential
As a seeker.
7, Supreme.
Yeah, no, I mean, they all are. They're Hirai. Hirai has one character design.
He's a supreme. He also has potential.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, the potential is going to trigger no matter what I do. Supreme is morale based, though.
Yeah, if we could drop him below 130 morale, Supreme ceases to activate.
Yeah. But Ernie's not on the field, so can't really do that at the moment. Right side, I can dance around this with spirits. I don't know if I can hear. You. I'm not getting the kill shot because it's kind of a waste. Sure.
Yeah, resting.
Rest of the grave.
May as well just bullseye because you're going to finish him with the hit.
That's all we can do.
If you lose to understand force, so be it. I'd like to give up, please.
I'm sorry, I don't understand Wolgaroo language.
So Walker is an actual word. Aborigines. So when you say I can't understand a vulgar language.
They do have their own actual language in the show as well.
Yes.
Also, why am I not surprised?
Can't let it escape. No witnesses.
It's a golem of sticks and clay and rocks. Probably more effective than these Wolgaroos.
Freezer, you can't beat it in cutscene, much like he can't beat you in actual gameplay.
I found the on switch.
Activated Train's End, or the laundry driver, or whatever MacGuffin.
Yes.
ここで止めてみせる
Activate glowy mode now.
Oh shit, blowing up!
God, it has eyes. I've seen this before.
Oh, he jumped.
Activated his seed abilities. Hey, can the other four of us do that?
No, 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 way the fuck later.
How dare you say
entire race composed almost entirely of dicks. I should force myself to watch the rest of this series just to figure out exactly how fucking stupid it is when it gets to the later parts of the plot. Mainly because I played through this game and there are just parts that, okay, this just sounds dumb. The other part is it's not like it's bad, it's just generic.
Yes.
Generic with a good soundtrack, actually. I would probably say it's only saving grace, but...
Yeah, that was kind of the sense I got. I only watched like 2 or 3 episodes of it, and I was just like, this doesn't do anything interesting. I'm done. I'm good.
Yeah. Like, literally, if it wasn't in this game, I wouldn't even have any interest whatsoever. Let's see. Their goal is something, get a raise. I don't know. It's probably not as far off as I think it is.
Does anyone know how to get this plate off my face? I've been trying for 6 years.
We're trying removing the bolts.
There are bolts?
Picture of Jark flipping them off.
Oh my god, human-shaped alien life forms. That's... Okay, there's those guys.
Yeah, it's not even remotely outlandish. It's like half the series in this game.
I think it's somewhat rare in-universe, but we still have the entire Algheim cast. I think it counts. Not entirely sure, but maybe... I don't know.
I think they are technically still humans. They're just humans from a different planet.
Yeah. Okay, right. They're the progenitor race of the galaxy, or something.
Yeah, basically.
And then we need to go and harvest DNA, and you lost me. What? Seems like a lot of effort for what you're trying to do right now.
But also, realistically, having just looked at the series list, humanoid aliens specifically are not actually all that common in the series that are involved in this game. Most of the series that deal with any sort of non-human humanoid, they're like in a fantasy world, or they're demons, or
Yeah.
so them specifically being aliens that are humanoid is uncommon, I guess.
Yes, they're hunting you for your DNA. Can we just give them fucking cotton swabs?
You know, there are plenty. They'll just fuck you.
We have come to burn.
I was gonna say, it's like,
Tamaki outright said she thought Jart was hot.
eh,
I mean, most of my Jarts are pretty warm.
One steaming hot jar coming out.
Usually I have to pay extra for that.
it's the extra and that. Yes, he wants to bone you.
Collect genetic material. You understand this doesn't require war, right?
Nope, only way to do it.
Author
The
does
best seed is quiet. Dominated.
Author does not understand how DNA works.
We must fight, and then you must spit in my mouth.
That's why I can acquire your DNA.
He kind of resembles you. That's because of the person who drew us.
Yeah. Kind of resembles all of you.
It makes things a little awkward. We realize that below the waistline where we can't see, spider bodies.
We have decided that the wounded Kinder are allowed to just kind of do whatever the fuck they want. How is that different than before? Shut up.
Why did we allow him to decide anything?
I don't like Brickface. No man's head should be that square. To support our aim of a future and peace for all humanity, I bring forward Shar Aznable.
God damn it!
Boo! Fuck that guy.
Valid.
Shar will stand here patiently while we hand out the eggs to everyone in attendance.
Tactical standby. The one thing I'm not going to take one. Yeah.
Right, I understand, but it is one egg per person. You cannot keep a whole carton.
One egg for every time I had to deal with them. It just shows up with his own.
It's like you say that to Bright. Sharp
No. Bright's wheeling in a wheelbarrow full of bricks.
Amuro just has a Costco pallet of eggs.
Armor, you can't. No. He's allowed.
Yeah. He has special dispensation.
God, that looks horribly generic compared to everything else.
It's one of the oldest mechs in this entire
Yeah.
game. Short
I
of
don't know,
like,
it's got a kind of charm to it.
oh, it does. It's just that like, it has a lot of age to it as well, effectively.
I'm gonna be honest. I'll take that design over any of the ones from Majestic Prince.
Fully upgraded? Fully do that?
Huh?
Isn't it fully upgraded to 100%?
I was on my.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
we're out of money.
Where? Let's see.
Did you have some cakes to sell?
Yes. Because I figure out where I put them.
Yeah, it is worth remembering. Heavy Metal Elgheim predates most of the other, like, it happened before Zeta Gundam.
Oh, I didn't know it was that old.
Yeah. It's literally the series Tomino made before Zeta Gundam.
Ah.
This is a separate game, so I'd have to choose something else. I guess choose something else anyways. Okay. The other one I actually want +1 range on, but
Like, if anything, it's one of those instances of it looks generic now because a lot of series copied designs from
Yeah.
Elgine.
Makes sense.
Okay, now we have unlocked 2 pages of scrap. A lot of these are front missions. So
Yes, we
we're
do have a lot of
ignore
front
all
missions,
those.
but a lot of them are also not.
Yeah.
We do have the Ace chat with Edge.
Yep, we have a chat with himself. I was kind of hoping the first time this happened that it would be literally the protagonist talking to himself on each side of the screen, or herself on each side of the screen.
Speaking of the other protagonists, we should look into starting Relic of Gold at some point.
Yeah.
We haven't done any of them yet. There's like 2 on Earth.
Well, in part, we haven't done any of them because when they first become available, you can't fucking do them.
Yep.
Not
They're
that bad.
They are
they are
they
fixed
are a,
level. I don't remember what
they,
are.
they are a
the
bit of a struggle when you first unlock them. We could easily do them now, but
they are the easier of the relic missions. They're also a pile of cash.
yes,
Yes, they're also about.
as you may have imagined from the name Relic of Gold.
They're about finding statues of gold hidden about.
We got the supporter usage one.
Yep. Oh, we're strength and speed. Okay,
Yes.
that's actually
Strength and speech be Gridman one if you didn't got 2 builds of Gridman.
no. That's the
Light.
Knights and Magic one.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you want to start Relic of Gold, I'm pretty sure the first one is in. Pretty sure the first
Relic of Gold?
is in Europe.
sounds right. It's either Europe or South America for the first one.
I think the second one is off. I think it goes from. I think it goes from Europe to South to Africa. I just did them the other night. the
Yeah.
First 2.
Okay, yes, we'll dream this one. Yeah, the Ikaruga actually gets this final upgrade the earliest of any of the mechs. Speed and strength.
Our chief weapons are speed and strength. And surprise. And a fanatical devotion to Mecca.
Well, mostly that last one. Yes, you guys will totally fight. I'm certainly not going to send you off in a
Is it-
corner while the
is it-
Ikaruga take care of everything.
Zendog, you go over here. Ernie will take care of this.
I don't even have to worry about the Ikaruga or Ikaruga running out of energy. It regens, I think, 40% a turn.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's great. The enemy's mobility is a problem. No, it's not. I'm in the Ikaruga. Plot advancement.
Lady, I need more stuff to blow up on me.
No, I'm pretty sure the Ikaruga can handle this as of now. However,
That was not to make it even stronger. So it can still solo this entire map. Most maps in the game.
yep, and now the generically named attack sequence.
力を今ここにイカルガの力を見せる時です守りを捨て全てを攻撃に注ぐカルガのベヘモスクイーンコロネットは伊達ではありませんこれが僕たちの必殺技です
But yeah, now this has gone from a good sniper to a really good close range combatant. The word close range being loose and faster.
It's 5. That's like mid range.
You can also say he's still a sniper, it's just the Ikaruga itself is the ammo. I think like the base move on the Ikaruga is like an 8.
Like a 7 or 8, yeah.
Yeah. Currently it's a 12.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, it's high mobility of attack. Wrong generic thing. Ah, damn it. Is that the one we added, or is that the actual heats?
That's the one that's in game, but it's a DLC one, so it's still. It's the one that plays now.
Okay. Sure, we'll do that. Also more power parts.
Yep.
something. I should probably have that anyways. All right, back to clearing this crap out. Let's see.
So as you may imagine, anything with DLC on it is a DLC mission. The next actual story missions are the Phoenix Elites. No, sorry, that's not even a story mission. The next story mission, that's an optional. That's just
It's Second Coming of Zero is that one.
yes, New Wings and the Second Coming of Zero are the next.
Let's see. Land Darkness Reunited does not get us the upgrade for him. I think that's a few chapters later. Skyline.
No, Light and Darkness Reunited does not, but I believe it is necessary to do that in order to get the
It is, but
next set. Skyline Samurai gets us Taiga and Jiminy.
yep. That one gets us Taiga and Jiminy. This page is ignorable. Lady eventually gets us the Elgai Mark II, but not in that one. But I think
No, that one just gets us a sniper kit, but also gets us Nay points as well. Solitary Ace gets us Black 6.
yeah.
The Fall of Dakar will get us an upgrade for the full armor Yakushiki.
In of itself, I want to do that for completely different reasons because we're no longer using the full armor Yakushiki, but I don't want the game to outpace what level it's currently at. So I think I'm going to do that one first.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because I think this is the last mission where we're. Yeah, I think this is the last mission where the actual condition of the full armor Yakushiki matters.
What do you mean?
He starts on the board alone, technically.
Oh, well, yeah. 'Cause there are other missions where he is auto-deployed, but
But there are missions where we get
other things, yeah.
So
You don't want a repeat of that one. Was it Koji mission? We had him running around constantly trying not to die and get energy back.
yeah,
World Astray is the next step in the other Getter Boys.
yeah,
Endless Summer Heroes got moved.
yeah. It's in the next chapter. I don't know why, but sure. It's a power part mission, so it's not like it's. Or forget this. Okay.
We also want to work towards getting 40 kills on Daba which I'm guessing he's probably pretty close to.
I think he started close to that in the first place.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is
Yeah.
we're pretty close to that, just off of the starting number, whatever gap there is. We want to close that
Yeah.
because we actually are fully in the chain to get the Elgai Mark II.
But the qualification or
Well, we have to do Lady Lady and then Encounter, which is unlocked by defeating Lady Lady. And then the final one, which is Crosspoint, requires both completing Encounter and having 40 or more score on Daba. So as long as we can get there within the next few missions, we can just kind of do those straight through.
yeah, we'll check on his kill count and then probably do those straight through just to get the Elgai Mark II.
Study.
Char Aznable, you of all fucking people don't get to be like, oh, well, I guess they're still fighting. Is there any peace for Xeon? Fuck you, dude. You tried to drop a rock on Earth.
Sword.
Oh no, Saku's. Or
Whatever they're piloting, yeah.
might be Gyarazulo's. Regardless, like,
Yeah.
yeah, there's nothing particularly special doing this one. We'll just get, we already have the enhanced long Mega Buster, and we'll get a sniper sight out of defeating it.
They said
Check on Daba.
until
See what his current score is. Yeah, so he needs like 3 kills.
Yeah. Which I'll honestly get on his missions anyways, but might as well throw him here.
so they
Yep.
had initially put it up. Orders for like that is
Let's see what else.
but
We do still need kills on Ray Earth.
Yeah.
Uso, I think we already got to 50, right?
So no, we need
Oh, you one more on him. So yeah, we do need one more on.
what was the combined total for Ray Earth?
it's gonna be
It's 150 across all 3 of them for Ray Earth.
Okay.
But we also have to like chapter 9, I think, to get that.
It's pretty, yeah, it's pretty deep in.
most stressed out.
It's kind of the next major one we have to hit. We technically need 180 across the Mazinger boys, but that's again gonna happen just by fielding them. That's by chapter 7, but we've got time for that.
Yeah.
Duke Fire needs 60 or more by chapter 6, but that carries over from Jay Decker.
Yeah.
Every
J Decker will be an ace before chapter 6.
Yeah, we're basically already done with that. We have Gridman, Jay Decker, Build Tiger need to be 80 combined by chapter 5, which again
It's
is
already
virtually
done. That's
guaranteed.
done.
Like
Yeah.
between Gridman and Jay Decker, like not even a question.
I can guarantee you it's already over 80.
We need 100 on Ernie by chapter 9. Again, just gonna fucking happen.
Like, we know that Gridman has like 48 or 49 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are both basically basically good to go. So the only ones we really have to work on at all for the most part are the last couple on like Uso and then Ray Earth and the Mazinger guys. Since we're really only fielding the Zeto at this point. Where a lot of the drop off is going to happen, although the other two already have a decent number of kills, but
Yeah, the other two have a decent number of kills.
Yeah, it's
just means that the Zeto is essentially going to have to make up any gap therein, which is not hard, but
In worst case, if we come up with one of the missions and we don't have it yet, we just drop into a front.
yeah.
Just deploy them.
We're also
Have them
talking
grab
like
every kill.
chapter 8, I think.
Uh,
Yeah, because it's the Maz.
seven for the
Seven.
Mazinger.
Yeah,
stuff.
it's the Maz and Kaiser mission, so it's a late
Yeah.
one.
just they all of
He's a combatant Lavian, he has lots and lots of spirits.
Yep. Only going to get more as they level up.
and the caps have
I don't think Holocom's going to get anywhere.
No, but may as well move it up. It's got to be,
Yeah.
it's got to close in one way or another, and
Yeah.
it's got better movement than the ships do.
something, but it was not iodine.
So, no reason not to have it just run up.
It is orangey, but
Kiriko, probably likewise. It's going to outpace the ships.
Let's see. I want you to actually take attacks and retaliate just to get kills. The ships are a little bit of a catapult for them, so. Damn, this little thing's fast.
Yes. It's another one of those units. I think the base movement on the Scope Dog is like 8. It literally has like roller skates. That's one of the whole things about Votoms. It was technically done to a certain extent as a budget saving measure
we don't
because
have
they
to
basically
animate things walking.
They don't have to
It's-
animate them walking if they just basically give them wheels and just kind of yank the cell across. But it also made for a really cool like kind of look and feel to them because they literally just do have like basically powered roller skates on all of their little like armored suits.
Yep.
So they can do like crazy shit. Like quite literally, one of Kiriko's like signature moves he ends up doing is basically just spinning in a circle and unloading every weapon he has on the thing. Just becomes like a freaking tornado of death.
so that's not for like testing. Systems.
Yeah, like Armored Trooper Votoms, definitely one of the series I highly recommend people to watch.
Oh, you have Daunt as well? Okay.
It's actually like there are some of the series where it's like something like Elgheim. Like I like Elgheim. I will tell you, watching Elgheim now, it does feel very dated. It definitely feels like a series from the mid '80s. Votoms, I think Shiv and Krampus probably agree with me since we just watched it recently. Very much holds up.
Yeah.
Like it's still just a really good series.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like there is not really anything I can think of off the top of my head that I could point out about Votoms where it's like, oh, that hasn't aged well. I mean, the animation style is
It's
very
older
old,
animation,
but
it still looks fine.
like it still looks fine. The Blu-ray actually is very crisp.
For any sort of like bolting.
It gets utterly fucking ridiculous at certain points, but that's just kind of how it's gonna be. Like, nothing you can do about that.
Like, that's perfectly normal past war torture ship.
I do love that still basically never gets actually directly
That's like
explained.
one of the few things they don't do any explanation of at all.
There's a little like between the lines you can maybe figure out about it, where like the dude, the like, the dude that is the like weird overman like conscience thing now
Maybe did it,
probably
but-
sent that for some reason or other.
Like, it's the one oddity, because it's basically one arc ends with them launching into space. And
Then before the next arc starts,
Starts.
it's just a couple episodes of PTSD torture ship.
Yeah, it's like, okay, they're on this ship. They don't know how they get there. Never in the series do they explain how they get there. And the ship is set up to basically do PTSD torture on Kiriko.
And then just leave.
Yeah, and then they leave. I think they get attacked. On
They
that
get
ship.
attacked, but it's just like, okay, they've been attacked and they're taken from that ship now.
Yeah, that's how they. Is that how they get to Quint?
Yes, that is the first time they end up on Quint.
I can't remember if they end up from there onto the first desert planet, or if it's from there to Quint.
No, because them leaving the first desert planet is how they end up on the ship.
Yeah.
It's because there's like a fleet that comes to attack that
That's right.
planet, and Kiriko basically launches
In a little escape
pod ship to get out of there, and then presumably said escape pod gets picked up by PTSD torture ship. But this is never explicitly stated, nor is
it's
where
also-
PTSD torture ship came from, why there is an entire autonomous warship solely devoted to
Yes,
to
because that's the other thing about
torturing
PTSD
Kiriko.
torture ship. There's no one else on it. It's just Kiriko
Fiona.
and Fiona.
I go with
It is easily the only truly like utterly inexplicably bizarre thing in that whole series, and it's still not bad. It's
No,
just
it's-
really fucking
It's
weird.
a perfectly fine arc. It's just strange.
And again, it only lasts like 2-3 episodes, like 2.5 episodes. So it very much is a case of like, well, that was fucking weird. All right, back to it, I guess. Like, it's just, it's truly just out of fucking nowhere and doesn't really have any lasting consequences.
Not really. It's there to kind of.
It fills in a little of Kiriko's backstory is about all it does. It's the one where it like fully establishes like, no, he not only was he a Red Shoulder, he was specifically involved in like that one incident.
Yeah, it's like
He was there when they got termed like the Bloodsucker Brigade or whatever. Like,
yeah, so it's like it's there to basically torture Kiriko, and no, he got a new ability.
He got ace.
He got
yeah,
ace.
he got ace, which means that his abnormal survivor is now at 30% rather than 10%,
Yeah, it's
making it still require Kiriko to actually get hit by things.
Yes.
Yeah, it's basically there to torture Kiriko and strain Kiriko and Fiona's relationship a bit.
Which again doesn't
doesn't
really
matter
amount
that
to
much.
anything in the long run.
No, because it doesn't actually like stop the relationship in any way.
Well, and also when it really comes down to it, it seems like Kiriko basically just kind of doesn't remember what happened aboard that torture ship because he goes into the weird like catatonic state basically.
Yep.
And like by the time he comes out of it, he's just back to just being Kiriko. Like he's not really in any way altered by these events.
No, not really.
And like Fiona didn't really witness any of the stuff of like his past, so she doesn't know it. Like she was woken up by the fucking horns blaring, but like she wasn't exposed to the like fucking Ludovico technique at the end of
Yeah.
fucking
It's much as the case like Fiona gets the whole like, Kiriko, tell me what's going on, and Kiriko closes up like he often does throughout the series.
yeah. But it's just like it's so weird. But like yeah, no, other than that, like And like I said, even that's not bad.
That's
It's
not
just
long.
kind of like
It's not that long
It just
either.
kind of comes out of nowhere. It happens, and then you're like, okay, we'll get back to the story now, I guess.
Yep.
That just silent where the description messed up. I have
We got to watch some of the other Votom stuff at some point.
Yes, we do.
There's like a billion OVAs. Including, of course, the fucking craziest one, Armor Hunter Mellow Link. It's just about a dude who, like, his whole job is being on foot using AT weaponry to take out ATs. Which is, like, slightly less insane than the, like, anti-MS
No,
squad.
it's definitely less insane than the squad, just based
from
on the
Gundam.
scale.
But at the same time, like, if I'm being honest, the ATs seem significantly more lethal than most mobile suits.
I think the real difference is that like a mobile suit can kill a grunt ground troop without a second thought and without really realizing it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, though, is that by that flip side, it is also significantly harder, I would imagine, for a mobile suit to actually notice somebody on foot, whereas, like, an AT is, like, still right there. It's maybe a couple feet taller than the dude. Like, they're not big.
Yeah,
They are still on the same scale where guys and ATs are realistically fighting on the same battlefield.
It's the person with another person standing on his shoulders.
Like, we literally see that a bunch in Votoms, like when we get to the Space Vietnam arc. Like, quite literally, most of the time in Space Vietnam, there are ATs and there are dudes on foot with, like, bazookas and
It's like
rifles.
dudes like being chased by like hover trucks. And
Yeah.
shit. And this is viable ways to actually attack.
Like, it's all at the same scale. Like, we very rarely in the course of, like, Gundam see mobile suits and ground, like, actual foot infantry in the same
I
battle.
think
Like,
the main difference there is like in versus Votoms, a guy with a bazooka on the back of a truck can take out an AT.
oh, yeah, easily.
In Gundam, a guy with a bazooka in the back of a truck is a last-ditch effort before those people die.
I can only think of one Gundam series. See that 8th MS stand.
Yeah, basically.
Eighth Master
no.
Demon, there's also the OVA series that's all about little individual...
Igloo, yeah.
Igloo has it.
There's also that one Echoist dude in Unicorn who uses a bazooka on the Sinanju.
Well, yeah, but that's like an individual instance, and that's not like he wasn't like deployed out there to do that. He did that because it was all he had
But
left.
it shows you
doing it
just how useless and off it is.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. Bikini Bazooka Squad did a... Oh, wait, no, they all died to a beam saber.
But they were incredibly
Or
effective at
Or
freaking out the
backhand.
main character and nothing else.
Yeah, it's like deploying ground troops against an AT is just standard combat. It makes sense.
Yeah, quite literally.
Deploying ground troops against Gundams is suicide.
The first third of fucking Votoms, Kiriko faces more dudes on motorcycles than he does other ATs.
Yeah. Like, which is showing where most cases where ground troops deploy against Gundams, it's like last-ditch efforts.
And it's like,
And
it
hit it with a bazooka.
like
didn't
bazooka,
care.
like bazooka, nothing. Like there are times where like over time, just the fucking rifles they're using
Do
are
enough
actually
damage to
doing
ATs.
damage to the AT.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna take a lot. It's not gonna be like one shot disables it, but it was like no, he was still concerned about the dudes with rifles.
Yeah.
And then you've got Mellow Link, where give him a slightly beefier rifle, an anti-tank rifle, will do a lot of damage to it.
Well, it is specifically the gun that Mellow Link uses is explicitly actually an AT rifle.
Is it?
Yes, it is actually an AT weapon. He's just using it on foot.
Who is this mysterious
I
person?
knew that like the pile driver it has uses AT.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me pull up the list of Minerva clones.
But yeah, no, the pile driver thing he has, like that rifle is designed to be used by an AT. It's just in that like gap of scaling where it's like for an AT, it's like a one-handed like
Yeah.
not sidearm, but like a one-handed weapon. Whereas for like a person, it's like a full like
Yeah, it's clearly designed as this big ass huge rifle. Yeah.
Minerva zombie.
Hey, not Minerva clones, but they could. That mysterious body double from the end of Double Zeta could technically be there.
could also be any of the like
Yeah,
30 clones that are on Mars.
Yeah,
We
Mars
don't
Zeon.
talk about that.
Oh no,
We talk about Black Rabbit Had a Dream all the fucking time.
Yeah,
Mostly the title.
I will not let them forget Advance of Zeta Gundam Inlay Black Rabbit Had a Dream. Where we have an entire faction of Mars Zeon entirely populated by clones of Beneficent.
Look, it's important we bring it up so that history can't be forgotten about it.
An entire faction of Mars Zeons, distinct from the Oldsmobile army.
Yes. Well, distinct from Oldsmobile Army, distinct from Mars Zeon, distinct from the other, from Zeon on Mars, which is not the same as Mars Zeon.
Well, wait, hold on. Mars Zeon and Oldsmobile army are the same,
Yes.
right? Yes.
Well, sort of, in the same way that, like, Vespa and Zanscare are the same.
Or like
The Oldsmobile Army is part of Mars Zeon.
yes. In the same sense that like the Crossbone Vanguard
we should probably
and
upgrade the
Crossbone
Gdanian.
Babylonia are separate.
I should probably finish this.
Oh, good.
That's
Oh, yeah, that's right. We never upgraded the Gdanian.
I'm pleasantly reminded that Crossbone Vanguard is technically Cosmo Babylonia.
Yes, it is technically Cosmo Babylonia.
Babylonia.
At least initially.
Yes, and then the Crossbone Vanguard becomes something totally different.
Yeah.
Cosmo Babylonia.
We might want to drop into those first two Relic Golds just to get our funds back up a bit.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
It's just 3 o'clock now, so we got time.
Yes, and first one's in Europe, and second one is South America, actually.
All right.
Step away for a moment.
Yep.
Everything else.
But yeah.
Should be Belgrade?
Yep.
Yeah. And then Santiago's the next one. They'll just tell you that.
So we brought this up briefly before. The reason why we are doing these ones on stream as opposed to all the other Relic missions, which we're just doing off stream, is these ones are actually storyline and actually like are where you get the majority of the backstory about the main characters.
Yeah.
You actually get the other main character at the end of the
Yes, the finale of the full Relic of Gold chain is getting the other Huckabee 30 and the other main character.
which is short. There's only 3 of them.
Yes,
There's these 2 we can do right now, one we can't do till like chapter 6. I wanna
chapter
say.
5 or 6, yeah.
Has like all of the same
But we do find out about
benefits, but it has
the St. Claus siblings
Yep.
story through this. There's a little bit of it too, obviously, that comes through the main story, but this is where we get like, this is where we basically find out why Edge is so obsessed with money, and Az also obsessed with money for a entirely different reason.
Yeah, these missions aren't like these first 2 are, I think, like 6 or 8 enemies, and you have like 5
Yeah.
turns to kill all of them. Not tough at all.
No, not
And
even
the
remotely.
last one is just kill all enemies with no time limit. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's locked behind.
but it is locked
Progress.
doing both these and then actual story progress.
Yeah.
But then, and also.
So these are just these 2 are just going to be a bit of story with some just straight cash injection, because this one's like 100K and the other one's 150K.
They'll
Yep.
probably have already made out of pocket.
Uh,
It would have been nice if it reset at the same time as
Sure.
the put the exact amount of the out of pocket on my
Forgot to.
FSA.
Okay, we don't have that yet. It's in the cutscene, but we don't actually
Then
get
that would
the.
just take it out.
Correct.
They're out the-
The other thing being that realistically, at this point, the Huckabee could actually probably solo this just on counters.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
not very true. These first 2 aren't very hard at all. Like if you did them right the second you got access to them, it may be a little bit tough. But even
The first one you could probably get through. The second one would be very
the
tight.
The second one has some extra health on the enemies. They're not going to get like one shot.
Yeah, they're about 5 levels higher, I want to say.
I would say it's just the case you have enough turns. Like it's not one of the ones where it's like do this in 3 turns or do this and killing this enemy in 1 shot.
Yeah.
It is just like kill 6 dudes in 5 turns.
Yeah.
If you can't knock something down with effectively 10 attacks via attack and counters, you have bigger issues than whether or not you can complete Relic of Gold.
Yeah.
My FSA reason. They don't. Pickle bills sent to
Yeah, like us being in the state we're in, most of our dudes can one-shot these things, so...
Yeah.
But these ones have like 9K. I think the next ones have like 13 or 12. So they'll take like one
Can
extra
you
hit.
use an FSA for
Yeah, they're level 15. They're
maybe that would be a bit that
Yeah, we have had access to this since, like, early in Chapter 2.
Yeah. I think we get access to this at the same point we get access to all the other
Relic missions, yeah.
So
Yeah, at that time, we would have been a little tight on this, because we may not have been able to quite as easily, like, one-shot these guys, but...
you have like 5 turns, so...
yeah, and
Yeah.
dudes, it'll still get done without
You
issue.
have 4 units as opposed to 3 because
It's-
Force deploys main character.
Yeah, it just, as I was saying, the first one, not so bad. The second one can be a little tight when you first get it.
coverage.
But we are definitely at a point now where there's not going to be any real issue.
Find it.
Can't not kill. Oh, it's at 702. That's why.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, that is the one he hit that got a crit and, like, only
Well, it dropped
survived.
like 100.
Yeah.
Some PPO.
Yep.
My period.
So there's 100,000 plus the normal reward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else you normally get?
And that's covered. Well, the basic.
That's from Tony. Now on the other side, if you have Az as the main character, I think when she's told that she doesn't get any part of the money is the most expressive face she has in the game. Where she's like, "Oh, come on!" And basically goes like straight to her like screaming out loud face.
And there's state.
San Antonio,
Santiago, Chile.
Chile.
Yeah.
I feel hates still hate.
Won't be any problem, right? Nah, I'm pretty sure the statute of limitations is passed.
So if we're stealing someone else's gold, they do have a claim on it. What are they going to do?
I mean, let's be real here. There's gold buried somewhere in South America. I don't feel bad with who we're stealing it from.
Dark sodas anymore. That probably make a big difference.
Could be anyone's gold.
Walmart or right.
Oh god, the cat again!
You're drinking coffee?
We are here to collect our gold!
Not the Walguru.
Bill's go get splash coffee.
Oh no, that was last game. A-Belt Dessler.
I'm talking about last game. That was 2 ago.
Oh god, yeah, that was.
Yeah. Tesla was
Yeah, Yamato was in
V, not
V,
X.
not X.
Yep.
X had so little in the way of notable villains.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I'm pretty much off caffeine.
There is a danger to making one of your primary series a gag comedy anime.
I mean, realistically, the most dangerous villain that was in X was just Embryo again.
Yeah. And I intentionally try not to think about Cross Ange whenever possible.
Which is fine.
That's fair.
I'm really. Was that for me?
Cross Ange is half of a good idea bolted onto a series.
Does help focus a little bit. If I like.
Right, this one doesn't fly.
Nope.
Yeah, Cross Ange is perfect.
Like, it doesn't fly. It also doesn't really have any beam attacks, so it being underwater doesn't actually matter much.
I don't know what its water capabilities are.
At least a B.
Yeah, B.
Yeah, so it's totally
still-
fine.
Yeah. It's still slightly better on land.
Okay. Cross Ange is perfectly servable mecha with well, the first episode has a sexual assault room in it, so that's really all we need to go into about the story of Cross Ange.
And the entirety of Embryo's existence.
It's sexual assault as well, yes. Including that like 2-episode thing where he kidnapped Ange and basically just mentally and presumably physically sexually assaulted her.
Yeah.
There are issues with Cross Ange. It's not good. It could have been okay.
There's an extremely fine line you have to walk if the overarching villain of your show turns out to be Uncle Touchy. They did not manage to walk this line.
They didn't even try to walk that line.
Their main villain is Uncle Touchy with reality warping powers.
It's like, there are ways to pull that off.
Not the way Cross Ange did it.
Cross Ange does not do this. Jessica Jones actually does a remarkably good job of managing this.
You can just back up one spot and hit it with incomes. They are a move and shoot weapon.
Left.
Was something. We- CK. There. Cause she did so.
Made a choice.
Yep.
Especially since Gwen requires so also. Speaking of-
Weird, whoever buried these bars was really into eagles.
Ed, you're no longer allowed on the ship. Sorry, I'm not sure when we're not. I mean, random piles of gold are hidden. Influx of money.
Yep.
Yeah, chapter 6 is when we unlock the final Relic of Gold mission, because we have to complete either Preordained Destiny or Where It All Leads.
I wonder if people
Alright.
could connect.
And it is
It's like quarter past 3. We got time for one more.
Those are fast.
Their little
Yeah.
girl was not.
Alright, and let's
They're the
start
adopted
Lady.
one.
Yep.
She's.
Yeah, may as well kick that one off.
Yep.
Then we can basically next time start pretty much by immediately going through and getting Elgai Mark II.
Yeah.
And this one we just need to fight Nay with Daba.
It's not. Remember Z. Smithson? CS? Yeah. Yeah, she was always, she was a great fellow. older, oldest son. No. Like 7 years old now and still.
And when people don't have names that are made up from
No.
full scratch, they have even weirder names for some reason.
Yeah, Tomino definitely has a naming scheme. Not sure what it is, but he's got it.
How's she gonna do at that school? Or any?
Good news! It's a suppository. I want the football.
You know, sometimes you can just look at a character and know they stepped right out of the 80s.
Yeah. Yeah, say what you will about the mecha design, and that, as I said earlier, we think it's generic now just because a lot of stuff started copied off of its design styles. But character designs, at least, are unique in the way that only 80s character designs can be.
Sense. I mean, now, I don't think.
The other thing that's somewhat interesting as far as Elgheim goes is the mechanical designs were done by Mamoru Nagano, who has not actually done a whole lot else as far as actual like mechanical design. Like he did mecha design for Brain Powered, he did mechanical design on like Giant Gorg, he did some designs for like Zeta Gundam. But the actual reason he hasn't actually done a whole lot else is because the one major other thing he has done is the 5-star stories, which started in 1986 or 1989 and is still running.
Well, I mean, like, they stay up my leg, but, like,
No, the manga, I'm sorry, did start in 86.
I don't know. It's- sitting lower, like.
May as well put out the Ray Earth. Do something to get kills on.
Yeah.
Spread.
One of those ones where you do have to, like, unlike the Mazinger, which is just going to get deployed by default, the Ray Earth is one we do have to kind of remember to actually
Yeah.
put out there. Because, like, she'll get kills as long as we put her out, but we do just have to remember to actually put her out.
All right, so we need Dabo to attack Nay.
Yes, we need David to fight Nay. Doesn't have to defeat, doesn't have to get the kill or anything, just has to fight Nay.
Yeah. So remember, there's actual map weapons and stuff.
Yes, I believe the Ashura Temple has one. I think Nay may also have one.
Yeah, that's a line. These ships have map weapons, for I remember. When they... Yeah.
Gonna have the same thing. It's the same kind of ship.
Oh, are there charges on? That's probably from when we were in. Just let me know what extra we owe. Well, she has all of that is. Or I message her on Discord, which also. has plans. His phone died? So, on a US plane. So, he messaged.
Yeah, the problem with being powered up on getting hit is it requires stuff to do.
But when
Actually
we're
hit you.
going
Yeah.
down there,
Yeah.
we do have some data
No, it is a problem with Kiriko. It is a problem with Ultraman.
there.
Less so with Ultraman than with Kiriko, but still a problem with Ultraman, and honestly, just in general, a problem with the potential skill.
Yeah.
It's like after a certain point, it's just like, okay, well, I mean, this does technically happen if anything ever actually hurts, but nothing does. So, what am I even supposed to do with this?
Yeah, I knew that it was. It like get a message.
It's kind of like one of those ones where it's like even. It's remarkable how incredible a unit Ultraman is, despite the fact that his primary unique ability requires him getting the crap beaten out of him, which rarely happens.
Ultraman's was. Wait. Yeah, it isn't.
Yeah, it's under 50% HP. Like,
That's
he
not
has
bad.
the third turn
law.
from launch thing is that, but like, yeah, the
Yeah.
straight up like he gets damage reduction after he's beat the hell up. This never
Doesn't matter
fucking
if you just
happens.
die.
Yeah, like
Yeah, it's rare. That's everything isn't just dead.
and then like yeah, Kiriko, even with the ace bonus, moving it from 10% to 30% is still like that would matter if anything ever
Yeah,
hit
he had
Kiriko.
to get down to 30%, and
That's not what it told us.
It's like he doesn't take counterattacks because anything he attacks dies basically. And then when he's on the defense, he's very hard to hit. Like
Yeah.
Going down.
it's such a tiny unit. Those things have such an insane penalty to actually hurt him.
Says 5 cents.
Where did I put Dawa? Oh, he's on the ship. Okay. Just as planned, certainly. Did Markers say they punched a hole in their own defensive line?
Go back twice. That would be okay. Still a lot less than they told me. Thanks for calling.
he has fortune. Oh. Well.
You do not want to counter.
Oh yeah, this one actually.
She will leave if she gets hurt.
I tried.
I'm not sure why. I don't know that anything else can get over there to clean up stuff he leaves alive.
Yeah, there's stuff over here.
Well, he's going to move half the board away next round. So.
Yeah. Also, yeah, 4 of them. Is there something other than no? Okay.
No.
Might as well get this out of the way.
Yep.
Yeah, she's not gonna hurt me if she does, or she's not gonna kill me if she does hit. So you have one more, and then it's
Yeah, there's a mission after this, and then the mission after that is
requires them to have 50 kills
requires 40.
or 40.
Yeah, he's almost there.
Yeah. Yeah, he needs 2 more. All right. You guys don't like that. Or you can just do an actual attack. Okay.
I mean, if you were worried about Gablé having used the map attack, he's not going to. He would only hit one person.
No, you got two things to hit.
It's a straight line,
Yeah, I
single
know.
wide.
These two.
Oh, they're sorry. The
He hates Dabo enough to just keep
well,
attacking.
it's
him.
less that and more with it grayed out. The Kiriko completely blended in with the background.
Oh, yeah.
I did not see that there was a unit there.
Yeah. I wouldn't even care if he was doing it on a ship. He's not going to kill a ship.
Yeah. Also, it may have been just short in range to hit the ship. Not sure exactly. Don't remember how long the line actually is. I think it may only be like 5 or 6.
No, it's fairly long. I think it's at least 6. Congratulations, you hit the Mazinger Z.
Zetto continues not to care.
You have proven that you can't indeed hit the broadside of a barn.
By the attack of Shot Claw with internal beam weapon.
You, on the other hand, cannot. Okay, so anyways. Don't think you can kill him.
Probably not. He's got boss stats.
He has boss stats, and the base Elgrim's not that special. Necrot's probably not going to kill you, but just in case. Who among you doesn't have a fucking large-ass crit chance?
Probably get him with the Elgime from there.
Yeah. No.
I mean, it doesn't matter. We don't have to finish him with the Elgime.
Yeah, it's one more kill. Or it's one less kill I have to get later.
We have a whole nother mission we have to do anyways.
Yeah. There we go. See, what I need to do is make fun of him.
All right. And with that, we'll go ahead and call it a day here for Super Robot Sundays. We continue our playthrough of Super Robot Wars 30. We'll be back tomorrow with more Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor Overclocked. On Thursday with more Alan Wake 2. And right back here next Sunday as we finish up the last bits of getting the Elgaim Mark II and then move on to other optional missions. Until then, I've been Bograt.
I've been the Krampus.
I've been Jim.
And I'm Vincent. And Hunter Green's over there.
All right, everyone. Have a good one.
Yep.
Find where I put the mouse.
Mouse Quest.